All right, Shalom. This is Brother Kai Ha here with GMS Charlotte. I want to start off by giving all honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Father, Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son, who was sent to be sacrificed for the sins of the nation of Israel and Israel only. Double honors to my elders and my apostles at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. And salutation to you, Akim, out there in the four corners, laboring in this truth and pushing with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. I just want to do this little update on this article. It says, death is coming. Black death warning in 9 countries, including Brit holiday hotspots, amid fears plague could spread on flights from Madagascar. Okay. And this was published yesterday, the 25th of October, 2017. All right. It says plague warnings have been issued for 9 countries surrounding Madagascar, amid fears the disease could spread via sea trade and flight routes. The outbreak is considered a much bigger threat to the region than in previous years because it has taken on its pneumonic form, meaning it is airborne and spread by sneezing and coughing. Okay, so you got these places in Africa: Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique, Madagascar, South Africa, and a few others. Okay. And the Lord said that this was going to happen because there was cases, I believe it was in California, Yosemite Park, National Park. Yeah, Yosemite National Park, where I believe it was an animal found with the plague, man. Okay. And when that gets pneumonic and it starts getting airborne and so on and so forth, man, it's going to affect a lot of people. Okay. I'm gonna skip some. I'm gonna read only the important parts. The medieval disease famously wiped out 1/3 of Europe's population in the 13th and 14th centuries, in one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, known as the Black Death. So this Black Death, this bubonic plague, is making a comeback, man, through the spread and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay, so now it's over there in Africa. But there was cases where it touched the United States, man. Okay. And there's going to be people who's going to be getting sick with this plague, with this illness, with this sickness, man. And it's going to spread. All right. Yahweh Shema Shah talked about the plagues and the pestilences coming upon the earth, man. All right. So there's a lot of people that's going to be out here getting sick and dying from this shit, man. Because Yahweh Shema Shah is not playing. All right, this is the Black Death. Okay. Let me get a scripture. All right, Slacky, just bear with me. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Okay, so the point that I want to draw from that, matter of fact, I'll just speak on the whole thing. You know, you got nation rising against nation, North Korea, Russia, China, Japan, Babylon, aka America. All of these countries and nations and kingdoms is about to start going to war. And there's going to be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. And that's what we're witnessing right now. All right. We're in the last times, man. Verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So a bunch of death, mourning, lamentation, and woe and sorrows is coming upon the face of the earth, man, because we're coming into the hour of Jacob's trouble. Okay. Jacob's trouble, meaning Israel's troubles, man. All right, Israel's about to get judged. The whole world is about to get judged, really, man. Okay. But it says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, so it's about to be a lot of death going on, man. All right, pestilences, plagues. Okay. The other script. Matter of fact, let me get that word plague right quick. Oh, there it was.
Plague.
It says plague, a large number of harmful or annoying things. A disease that causes death and that spreads quickly to a large number of people. All right, so that plague, that bubonic plague, the Black Death, is here. All right, there's no avoiding it. All right, there's no looking away from it because, so like it, let me read definition 1A. It says a disastrous evil or affliction, calamity. Okay, so hey, this is calamity in itself, man. This sickness, this airborne sickness is here, man. Okay, and it's about to be a lot of mortality in the streets, man. It's about to be a lot of deaths, man. Great death. Okay. Let me get Second Esdras, the 16th chapter, the 14th verse. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." Okay, so the plagues are sent. Okay, these plagues out here, the bird flu, the swine flu, the superbug, okay, the bubonic plague, all of these diseases are sent upon the earth, man. And it says, "And shall not return again until they come upon the earth." All right, so they here. All right, it has to touch the whole earth because judgment is going out, courtesy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, the beginning of sorrows, as the scriptures say. All right. Let me jump down to verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." All right. They're not slack, man. They're not going to tarry. All right. They're coming near. Okay. As when a woman, verse 38, is when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Which pains, when a child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. All right. So Yahweh Shema Shah liken these plagues and pestilences and destruction unto a woman giving birth, man. Okay. Travaileth with child, man. Because as the baby's coming out, the birth pains, which is a curse, but the birth pains, all right, they intensify. Okay. It gets real intense. All right. That's why they be screaming and shit. And that's exactly how, the people of this world is going to be as these plagues and pestilences draw nigh. They're going to be hollering and screaming like they're having a fucking kid. Okay. Verse 39. "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it every side." Okay. Sorrows is going to come upon the world on every side, man. All right. There's no escaping this judgment. All right. Everybody is about to catch hell, starting with the nation of Israel, which is your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. Yahweh Shema Shah is, he's not playing, man. All right. This is a real thing we in. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me get that scripture right quick. This is even more proof that there's going to be sorrows on every side. Okay. Amos 5:19, "As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on a wall and a serpent bit him." Okay. Matter of fact, let me get verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." Okay. And you so-called Christians out there who claim you know the Bible, the scriptures talk about how when the Lord come back, it's going to be a sorrowful time, man. There's going to be a lot of death going on. All right. So what the hell are you talking about? God is loving. God is coming back to save everybody. The scriptures say that it's going to be a lot of death going on as Yahweh Shema Shah comes back. And that's exactly what's going on. It's a lot of death. All right. It's a lot of plagues, pestilences, famines going on as Yahweh, as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, Yahweh Shah makes his return. All right. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Okay. Verse 19, "As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him." Okay. Now that could be talking about actual animals, but that's really just talking about all of the all of the destruction that's going to be taking place, man. You cannot escape this destruction. You can't juke you can't juke the prophecies, man. You cannot juke and weasel your way out of judgment, man. Okay? Everywhere you go, it's going to be, you know, either a beast, a plague slash sickness. Okay? There's no escaping this judgment. All right? This is righteous judgment that's coming down on the whole world, because the King of Kings is about to make his return. Okay? But with that being said, I pray y'all brothers was edified, and until next time, man. Hey, shalom.